Today we play Super Mario Odyssey, but if Mario touches anything green, he instantly loses a life. Red and pink mushrooms are fine, but green mushrooms are absolutely a no-go. These red blocks are fine. Mario can even jump on these little yellow Goombas because they're yellow, but if a platform looks tempting because there are coins, Mario can't go there because touching anything green is illegal today. This is a bit of a life lesson for Mario. When you are focused on a big goal, don't let little shiny things like this distract you from your mission. And Mario's big mission to stay focused on today is of course trying to save Luigi, who is in jail right now.
Mario, you got to help me.
So, Mario heads off on his heroic journey. Oh, and he has to be careful around Goombas because they might just push him off the level, and that would be bad. And you might be thinking, where exactly is the boundary between blue and green? And one way to find out is to have Mario touch it. If he lives, then it's not green. If he doesn't survive, then it's green. Sometimes it's more obvious, but Mario is going to have to play it safe if he wants to save Luigi before Luigi gets too hungry.
Mario, I'm getting hungry.
These squares are really scary for Mario to jump on because they are half green. So luckily, Mario doesn't land on the bad half and he can survive. To the left, there is a power moon and a tree and some hedges, and to the right, there is a dinosaur. There is no point in going for this power moon because there would be no way to survive that. So Mario chooses to continue on to this blue path, and he gets to his hardest challenge yet. He can't just jump onto the grass blocks and walk across because they're green, so he's going to have to do some kind of wall jumping here. But that looks like it could get really tricky, and Mario has a good idea that can help him if he uses some nice jumps. Mario can do this: hold Cappy, do a spin jump, and then ground pound and roll into Cappy, and that can let you go really far, especially if you pair that with another Cappy bounce. That lets you skip really far, and then it's just some wall jumps from here. Something that I'm really excited for on this channel is going to be when I get my sister to play Super Mario Odyssey for the first time ever, and I'm wondering if I should get her to play something like this level I made to help her learn how the game works, or if we should just go straight to playing the game. Anyways, Mario can make it over to the next blue path. There are some deadly green islands down there and a safe red circle. Mario goes to this red circle, and in the egg there's of course a Yoshi. So Mario captures Yoshi because who wouldn't want to be Yoshi? Yoshi is fantastic. He's our favorite green dinosaur. But then Mario suddenly realizes something. Wait a minute, Yoshi is a what color? Yoshi is a green! And Yoshi is looking around after Mario died thinking, what was that? Must have been the wind. So instead of going to capture Yoshi, Mario is going to capture the lava bubble instead this time and ride along this pink lava, making some nice jumps, collecting the coin rings, and it's kind of funny that lava is safer than grass right now. Lava might burn you and hurt you, but grass kills you if you touch it. Mario jumps down to this tree with red leaves, and he actually almost falls onto the green island. He slides down the side of the leaf, and he's able to save himself and get back up. He jumps to the next tree and the next tree, being careful to not fall. The Yoshi egg there is tempting, but we all know how the previous experience with our green dinosaur went. There is a red platform up ahead that is a bit of a far jump, and there's another distraction to the side, an island with lots of power moons. Mario knows better than to be distracted right now. The mushroom up ahead is green, so you're not allowed to land on that. There's a tiny spot up ahead that we could land on this little treasure chest, and Mario is able to position himself onto that. So Mario uses Cappy to open up the treasure chest, but when it opens, he falls into green and immediately loses a life before he can react. This next jump is scary because the Toad can survive being on a green mushroom, but Mario can't stand on a green mushroom. So Mario actually ground pounds on the Toad's head to get a bounce and make it up to the safe red mushroom. Up ahead is another tiny treasure chest and two green mushrooms, so there's really not a lot of safe space here, and Mario's jump brings him right to the edge of the treasure chest. It almost looks like he's doing that dance move where you're leaning forward really far, but he is right on the edge of that treasure chest.
Hey, Mario, that mushroom back there is actually safe. See the one with the toad standing on it? You should go talk to him and see what he has to say to you.
Okay, but wait a minute. Why aren't you standing on the green mushroom?
Me? Well, why don't you just go and talk to that toad and find out?
Okay, I'm going to take your word for it. Here, you can have my 1 coin as a thank you for your good advice. Yahoo! Unfortunately for Mario, this was not good advice because green is still illegal today. So when Mario makes it over to this treasure chest again, he can do a nice jump to make it over to that red box, and then he sees that bullet bills are being shot out. So he could capture one of these bullet bills, and he has to be careful to not run into anything or anyone here, because if that bullet bill makes collision, he is falling onto that deadly green grass. Mario safely makes it over to this red box, and it is time to read now. There's a door with a sign above it. The sign says, "This door is not green. Trust me." The other sign says, "Please do not break these boxes. Thank you." Now, Mario has to make a choice. He jumps towards the green door, and green is illegal, so it immediately defeats Mario. Mario is starting to get pretty tired of all of these tricks that he keeps falling for, and Luigi is getting even more hungry.
Mario, I'm even more hungry now.
Mario decides that it's time to stop playing around. He does some wild cappy bounces and wall jumps to climb up these tall walls, and he completely skips past the bullet bill section. And he knows what he's going to have to do this time. Please do not break the boxes. Please do not break the boxes.
Mario, I'm hungry.
Mario decides to ground pound and break a box. There's another sign that says, "Please stop," with a sad face of Mario trying to discourage him from continuing to break these boxes. Mario looks at this sign. What could be going through his mind right now? That sign can't stop me because I don't know how to read. Yahoo! Mario ground pounds through the boxes, destroying the last of them. This door should be safe, but when he goes through, he is surrounded by deadly green platforms on every side. Mario sees a pipe and he thinks that it might be a good idea to go down the pipe because where else can you go? But the pipe is green, so you cannot touch that. The next idea he has is to climb up a bit high and try to have a better view of what's around him. There are some little Goombas and there's a wooden box which is safe to stand on, but if you want to check what is inside this wooden box, you're done for because you're too close to the green platform. So instead of breaking through the wooden box, Mario makes a scary jump over to this P-switch, and he has to be very precise with every single landing, careful to not land on the skull platforms. He can long jump back onto the wooden box and safely make it over to the red area, and it looks like hitting that P-switch made a flying dry bones appear. Mario tries to get the attention of the dry bones.
Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Hey, who you calling fishy? I'm not a fishy.
It looks like that worked because Mario was able to lure over the dry bones and safely capture it with Cappy, and they didn't fall onto a green platform. Now, we can fly above all of these deadly platforms and look for a safe place to go. In the distance, we can see that there's something there, and there are even coins arranged in the shape of an arrow showing us to go this way.
Mario, I'm still hungry.
We make it over to these red blocks, and there are just a few charge and chucks that we have to avoid. But the Lego blocks are actually a bit of a trouble for the charge and chucks who can't really step over them, so they can't really move too much, and we're able to make it through here without any problems, and finally, Mario makes it to this door. Let's get inside. That brings us to the Luigi jail. Luigi, I'm going to save you. Wait a minute. Oh, that's not the real Luigi. It looks like somebody kidnapped Luigi and took him somewhere else. You can check out part 2 here to see what happens next, and you might like my full playlist of videos like this. Thank you so much for watching this far into the video. I hope you have an absolutely amazing day ahead of you, and take care, everybody.